Hmm. I think we're good. Hold on, let me check. Let me check. Ah, we back. Set chat. Okay. All right. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mo back again. Actually, let me do what my boy Artie Kicks do. Artie Kicks be posting when he's online, so let me start doing that too. Gotta let the people know. There we go. All right. All right, who we got? Let's see. We got Depth of Despair. It's been a minute since we've done one of their videos. Let me see. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Trying to get my audio together, y'all. I'm sorry. That looks better. All right, so let me know in the comments if my audio is off, cause I don't know. It's just it don't seem right. All right, man. Here we go. Here we go. I ain't gonna delay, man. I took last week off, and I apologize. It was just I was tired, ran down, didn't plan properly, but we're back at it. I will make it a point to be more consistent weekly, every Friday, 10 p.m. So put it in your schedules. I will make it happen for sure, unless something major comes up. But let's get into this, y'all. Depths of Despair, 5 scary ghost videos with evidence too disturbing to ignore.
Being watched. On September the 11th of 2025, a man from Mexicali, Mexico explains that nearly every night around 3 a.m. he hears knocking at his front door, but every time he opens it, there's nobody there. Ever since he first opened the door, he has been seeing this strange old woman standing outside his house, just staring inside. On one night, the man decides to confront her, then this happens.
No, don't. Knocking on the window. Nah, you crazy. Don't do that. Why?
He hears knocking on his door, but as he goes to check, he finds no one there.
That's knocking on the window. That's not the door.
He's woken up to something moving inside his house. Then the knocking continues.
What's that sound? It's like a whip.
After hearing another strange sound, he opens the door and finds a plant root outside the door. He then starts seeing a cat staring right into his window at 4 a.m, similarly to how the woman was. Because of all this, he thinks she might be a witch trying to get inside his house.
And you didn't open the door how many times?
Long history.
That seems weird. Like, first of all, I'm not opening the door if I'm hearing weird sounds outside at 3 a.m. That last one, that video seemed sketchy due to the fact that, like, he picks up the switch. He just magically looks down at the ground and he sees the switch there. It's like he's not looking to see who might be standing outside. He's looking straight down when he opens the door. That's weird to me.
In the following video, a man and his girlfriend decided to explore an old abandoned building located somewhere in Denver, Colorado, which served as a school until the 1970s and later became a residence for sisters known as Seton House. Then in 1982 it became a homeless shelter and later shut down and left abandoned while currently waiting for renovations. The couple decided to explore it in the evening and captured something chilling. Watch closely.
What?
Me and my lady ain't
Hello?
exploring nothing.
Is there someone in there?
If you gotta yell at someone in there, then you probably shouldn't be there.
I am not the police.
Was that somebody standing there?
Oh, it feels kind of eerie. You get a weird feeling over here, like a weird vibe from this whole place.
Through that whole thing. I'm gonna knock the door, okay? We can get in, okay, baby?
Hold on.
While exploring the abandoned building, they came out into a small open area, and what looks like a woman can be seen just standing there in a black dress. What makes this stranger is that the woman
Yeah, you
doesn't
can
seem
barely
to
see
cast any
anything.
shadow, and after a closer look, she appears to be a very pale grey colour, with a creepy looking appearance. Just moments after the camera captured the figure, it was no longer there. The couple stated that they didn't see anything with their eyes at the time. They
don't know
can't help but believe they
that
captured a
was
lost soul somehow
somebody was
bound to the
actually
long
there.
history of Seton House. But I'll let you be the judge.
I
The
don't know
nursing
how I feel
room.
about that one.
The following video was posted on September the 17th of 2025,
I'm not
but was
sure.
actually taken back in 2019 by a nurse who was recording a video for a woman who was a resident in the nursing home. The woman wanted to be filmed blessing a particular room of the nursing home, where many people tragically pass away inside. Many of the nurses refer to the room as the death room, because just like the name implies, any resident who ends up staying there either passes away within a few months or gets extremely sick. So the old woman decides to cleanse the room and plans to post the footage on her Facebook page, but things take a terrifying turn for the worst, and she ends up not posting it. Watch closely.
First of all, I'm not going to no room called the death room. I'll say a prayer from a distance, but going in there, that's crazy to me. I mm, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know what to think right now. Mm.
Heavenly Father, I ask for your divine presence to fill this space. May your light shine brightly through every room, cleansing this home of any negativity, fear, or unrest. Let peace dwell in every corner and love be the foundation of every wall. Bless this home with your protection, surrounding it with your angels, and shielding it from harm and evil. May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your blessings. In Jesus' name.
The rosary suddenly lifts up as if yanked towards the dark room, but clearly there's nobody there. We can also see at the exact time this occurs. Her arm and wrist are both still and not moving, so this shouldn't happen. The nurse recording, named Camilla, explains that while she was filming the video, she felt sick to her stomach, as if there was an unusual pressure lingering there. She's convinced that there is something haunting about the room. And on another day, a different event occurs that...
So I half expected the door to slam in her face or something where you could look at it and be like, somebody's on the other side, or there's a string on, something like that. The rosary getting yanked like that, I don't know if people can see. I mean, of course people will, but I don't know if people would watch that and be like, that's faked. Like that gave me chills, for real.
Makes her even more certain. During a group therapy class with a therapy dog, one of her co-workers captures this.
You like the sucker? You ready to go take a shower? Yeah, here. It's not worth it? Where's your other sucker? You only have one? He said,
Okay. Ooh. Is that room?
Really?
Out of nowhere, the therapy dog just up and leaves the group session and walks right up to the death room, only to completely stand still and stare inside and start whimpering as if something weren't right. This is very strange behavior, especially considering the fact that this is a highly trained dog that has never left the group or its owner before. It's as if the dog felt compelled to go up to the room for some reason. But if nothing is there, why is the dog whimpering and staring into an empty room? The nurses could only come to the conclusion that the room is haunted, simply due to the fact that residents mysteriously die inside. On another occasion, while the nurses are working, something chilling happens. Watch closely.
Why is it beeping? I don't know. No one's in there. It's crazy. Get the light. Get the light. You say you checked it? Yes. Did you just get that on camera? No. Stop. No, I'm not playing with you anymore. I don't like this. No, I don't like this. I don't like this.
I missed it. That super quick. I don't know how I missed it.
I don't like this. No, I don't like this. I don't. Did you...
Occasion while the nurses are working, something chilling happens. Watch closely.
Okay.
Why is it
Yeah, so
I don't
the
know,
door's
no one's
clearly
in there.
open.
It's crazy. Get the light. Get the light. You say you checked it? Yes. Did you just get that on camera? No. Stop. No, I'm not playing with you anymore. I don't like this. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
It might be time to find a new job, ladies. And they're going to go investigate the death room.
Right there.
Okay, you're gonna stop this right now.
Firstly, the indicator above the door starts flashing, suggesting that someone inside is in need of assistance. Then the door starts to close by itself. But like always, as they head inside, there's nobody there. In fact, the room has been vacant for some time, and nobody is actually living there at all. The supervisor even tried to demand whatever it is to stop, but it hasn't made a difference. So, just what exactly is lurking inside?
So far for me, this part where she's praying and then the rosary gets yanked up, that's the most compelling out of this clip. But even still, like, there could have been some fishing line or something on the end of the rosary, and once she got in the walking distance, they yanked it, and you can't tell because the fishing line is so thin. I don't think that was the case, but with the others, like, somebody could have been in there, somebody could have set it off, and then when you're walking down, because nobody's watching the camera, when you're walking down to the room, they could have easily got out or been hiding on the other side of in the closet or something. I don't know. But that one, that scene right there, that clip right there, though, that hit me in the back, got me on the back of the neck.
Of room 112. Let me know your thoughts on this one down below. Unknown visit. The following video comes from a Reddit user who was fast asleep one night, when all of a sudden he woke up to a strange sound, even though he was all alone, and he started to feel a heavy sensation on his chest. This happened once before, but this time he decided to pull his phone out and record it. This is what he captured.
Oh, wait. Oh, what? Whoa, what? No, I didn't like that. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. So first of all, I was sitting here focused on this door over here. I didn't even notice this door over here was open. I thought maybe this was the door we was looking at, but I'm assuming that's a closet. And then when I finally see this, like, oh, wait, there's a door there and it's open. And then I saw the shadow figure, and then it came in and basically hopped on the bed, I guess. That messed me up. I don't like that. That messed me up right there. I wasn't ready for that. That caught me off guard, y'all.
What looks like a dark shadow figure can be seen quickly entering the room and moving past his camera view, before its head can be seen again peeking out on the left side before the video ends. The man states at the time he didn't see anything with his eyes until...
And the way it moved so quick, like, even if you fake this, you can't use another person. No person's gonna move like that, I don't believe. Like, it kind of glides. I don't like that.
Still replaying the footage. Till this day, he has no idea who or what visited him that night.
I don't want to know.
This next video comes from Macallan Horror Nights.
You don't
also
want to know?
known as the #1 haunted house in South Texas. While the place is known for being a good scary attraction, something creepy would be captured by one of the CCTV cameras stationed all over the premises. Late one evening, an employee was on the closing shift closing the venue down on her own when something undeniably chilling happens.
Ooh, what is us? That cop. Nope. This, I don't like it. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it, and it popped up out of nowhere, and I'm not a fan. I, I already don't like what I see. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ooh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Woo. That ain't a person. That's a mannequin.
As the employee attempts to go past the mannequin, its head suddenly shifts towards her, causing her to stop in her tracks and stare at it in disbelief. Then its head just suddenly twists all the way to the side, instantly scaring the girl out of the room. This mannequin doesn't have any moving mechanisms and nobody else was around to move it. So this shouldn't have happened. But as always, I'll let you be the judge.
How would you move the mannequin's head like that anyways? I don't. Oh, nope. I don't like
If
it.
you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com or tag us on TikTok at depthsofdespairyt. On the highway. A horrifying 911 call recently emerged from the police department in Pender County, North Carolina. A man was just driving down the Black River on Highway 210 around 11 p.m. when he sees a man standing on the side of the road bleeding with streaks of blood going down his body. The man was just standing there staring at the road as the driver passed by. Initially, he called 911 to report the scene when things take an utterly terrifying turn for the worst. The following is what was recorded.
Pender County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53 East. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road? What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road. It's in my truck. In the bed.
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am. I just turned on my bed lights for my truck, and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just dropped it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
According to the CAD notes and the deputy reports, this thing jumped into the back of his pickup truck and began to actually beat on the top of the cab of his truck. You could actually hear something beating on the top of the truck. The caller stated that it was beating and scratching on the top of the cab of his truck. He actually stated that he was able to engage his bed light and was able to somewhat identify this object that was in the back of his truck. At some point, he was able to slam on his brakes, and the force of inertia actually threw this thing out over his hood and onto the highway, where this thing stood up in the roadway, made its way to the wood line, and disappeared in the woods.
Just as the man called to report the injured person on the side of the road, a thump is heard on his truck. Something managed to catch up to his vehicle and jump inside. And keep in mind, he was going 60 miles per hour down the highway. Till this day, the man has tried to forget about this incident, as he is still shocked by what he had seen. It's unclear if the person he had seen was the same thing that ended up jumping on his truck, but he managed to shake it off and it ran into the woods. The police then launched a thorough investigation in the area but found no signs of anything strange. So the question remains, just what jumped into his truck and started scratching the top? As always, I'll let you draw your own conclusions.
What? I believe that wholeheartedly. The frantic nature in which this man yelled, "That's not human." That, and I wonder if that video of, well, no, it couldn't have been real because he couldn't have taken this video. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at. Is this the back of the cab? But it looks like the video's, I don't know. I don't understand how this video's taken. Or is that the rearview mirror? I don't know. I don't understand how this video was taken or if this is just a reenactment, but this seems like this might have been real. Like, and that's the cab up here, but the camera's pointing at the back of the cab. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is confusing and strange, but creepy, and I believe it. This seems like a reenactment right here. But, yeah, you ain't gonna forget that. You ain't never gonna be able to forget that. That's what you forever, sir. I'm sorry.
I'll let you draw your own conclusions.
Stay off that highway. Don't go on 210 no more.
In the following video, a woman explains.
He said the doll. Yeah, I know how I feel about dolls. Or maybe you don't remember how I feel about dolls. I don't mess with dolls. I don't mess with them. I don't trust them. I'm not a fan. Already, this video is going to mess me up. I can feel it.
That sometimes she finds objects misplaced around the house. She believes the cause of this may be a doll that she has acquired online recently. So one day, she decides to interact with it and play around while recording to see if anything unusual happens. When she captures this.
Так, я кормлю Лизочку. Сначала хочу дать ей помидорку. Тут вот разные овощи есть. Кушай. Так, теперь давай. Что?
She don't like tomatoes.
The doll starts to move by itself, catching the girl's attention as she stops and looks into the camera. Then it happens again.
I don't know if I believe that's a doll. That looks human. And the way that arm is moving, you can't fake that, can you? I don't think you can. I don't know.
And she just quickly rushes out of there. After this, she attempted to contact the person online who she got it from, but could no longer find them. Is this a real ghost caught on camera? Or just an intricate ruse?
Get rid of the doll.
You judge.
Get rid of the doll.
But if you want to see the video of a haunted daycare that left everyone terrified, you don't want to miss this video.
Haunted daycare? No, I don't want to see a video of a haunted daycare. That is not at all something I'm into. But thank you, though. Man, that video, there were some moments in there, but we're going to go over to Old Faithful Slapped Ham. Or no, Nuke's Top 5. We'll go to Nuke's Top 5. See what Nuke got going on.
On the YouTube channel NI Explorer 84, a guy named Brian explores abandoned places in Northern Ireland. Now, it should be mentioned that Brian is not a ghost hunter or a paranormal investigator. In fact, he says he doesn't believe in ghosts at all.
I want to start by saying I am very, very, very skeptical. I don't believe in any of this stuff. I'm open to the possibility slightly. But even from the age of 9, 10, I slept in a graveyard for like 5 hours in the middle of the night because I wasn't afraid of it. Doesn't bother me, don't believe in it.
But Brian recently had an experience that might make him reevaluate his feelings about the supernatural. You see, a few weeks ago, he explored an old abandoned theater in Omagh, Northern Ireland. As he walked into one of the screening rooms, he captured something that he just can't explain.
I'm gonna go in here, right? So the thing I'll say, get in here,
in here. It smells of smoke. There's meant to be people smoking in here. And then what'll happen, the place will burn down. Jesus Christ, like honestly.
And this time, did you hear it?
I didn't hear.
Somebody was whispering.
As Brian walks into a screening room, two unexplained voices can be heard whispering in the darkness. They seem to be talking about Brian as they both say, "It's people." Brian says that he had no idea what he had recorded until he uploaded his video and read the viewer comments.
So, 5 o'clock in the morning, woke up, got a notification from someone on YouTube who commented in video saying that, don't mean to freak you out, but at 8 minutes 40 in your video from the cinema that you did the weekend there's someone whispering in your ear. So then the guy on YouTube messaged again, and he goes, by the way, it actually says it's people.
Brian also says that there was absolutely no one else inside the theater.
But the thing is, if you knew the cinema and where I was at, it's a closed hall with 3 rooms, 3 cinema rooms. I was in all 3 rooms. I walked around all 3 rooms twice. I come down back past that hall on the way out. So that's 3 times I was around that place. There was no one there. There was no one there. And it's not as if I was hearing someone's voice through the wall. It was a whisper, and it was right beside where I was at. I can't explain it. I just can't. And I don't think I've missed anything, and I cannot explain this, and it is freaky as shit. Honestly, I've never caught anything like this ever in video.
But what do you think? Did Brian record the voices of spirits that haunt the old Oma Theatre in Northern Ireland? You decide.
Without a doubt.
Imaginary fiend. A guy named Ahmad was visiting his family home when his 7-year-old sister wanted to show him a cute little picture she'd drawn. But it wasn't a cute picture. In fact, it was kind of horrifying.
Wait, what are you going to show me?
My picture I drew.
Your picture you drew.
That's Daddy, that's Mummy, and that's me.
And what's that?
That's Steve.
Steve?
Yeah, Steve.
Who's Steve?
My friend.
Your imaginary friend?
My best friend.
Your best friend Steve? You've got a best friend that looks like this?
It's my best friend Steve.
Okay. I'm leaving the house.
The little girl's drawing of her nightmarish friend Steve went viral, even inspiring some viewers to create renderings of what Steve might look like in real life.
That ain't cool.
Viewers of Ahmad's video encouraged him to ask the little girl a few more questions about her imaginary friend Steve, and things went from bad to worse.
Mama said you got 2 imaginary friends.
No, I've got 2 best friends.
You've got 2 best friends.
Yeah, 2. Do you want me to show you the picture?
Who's that?
That's Steve.
Yeah.
That's Margaret.
And who's that?
That's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
No, but you spelt my name wrong.
Yeah, but that's you.
That's me.
Yeah, with your moustache and your eyebrows.
My eyebrows?
Yeah.
My eyebrows look like that?
Yeah, your bushy eyebrows.
Wait, so why have you drawn this for?
Because Steve doesn't like you.
Steve doesn't like me?
No.
Yeah, but Margaret likes you.
Margaret likes me?
Look, she's holding your hand.
She's holding my hand. She's eating me. Are you sure Margaret likes me?
Yeah, she's holding your hand.
Do I need to be worried?
No.
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 Actually, this is not a joke. I have left the house. If you want an Steve Part 4, I'll be honest, I'm not giving that update. Because now I'm unliked by Steve, whoever this person is.
It turns out that Ahmad's little sister has another imaginary friend named Margaret. But even creepier, he learns that for some reason, her old friend Steve just doesn't like him.
Wait, so why have you drawn this for?
Because Steve doesn't like you.
Steve doesn't like me?
Yeah.
Ahmad is now a little freaked out.
Yeah?
He says that after this last visit with his little sister, the drawings are just getting a bit too creepy for him. He says that he won't be checking in with another update on Steve. Or Margaret, for that matter. The hanging hands. A woman is...
Well, what? I don't know how to feel. That's your little sister. Talk to your parents. They need to move. She needs monitored. Where is Steve and Margaret visiting? When is she seeing them? Because if they're coming in the house, y'all gotta go. I would not be visiting no more. We can call, maybe video chat. But Steve seemed like he want them problems. He want that smoke. And Margaret seemed like she might like to see you get messed up. I don't fully. Margaret doesn't seem like the safe solution over the two. She might have more control than Steve, and Steve just does what he's told. I don't know, but that I couldn't imagine if my little brother, when he was way back that young, if he had an imaginary friend and it was that situation for me, you wouldn't see me again. Sorry, dude. I'll send you a letter on your birthday, maybe a card on Christmas. Outside of that, bye. Nah, that's weird.
Running a daycare out of her quiet suburban home. It's an average day, and the kids are laughing and playing nearby. Everything seems normal. But then things start to get a little spooky.
What happened?
A little boy comes running out of one of the nearby rooms, screaming in fear. The daycare provider hurries over and asks him what's wrong, but he's too terrified to speak. He just points at the open door. Cautiously, the woman goes to check it out for herself.
Did you do that? Were you in there? Were you in there?
No.
Who knocked us over? Who knocked us over?
While the woman is in the room investigating, a heavy child's playhouse suddenly tips over on its side. The crash startles her and leaves the children a bit confused. But here's where things get very, very creepy.
We wasn't already there?
Because, did you see it?
See what?
Viewers of the video point out that there are two creepy little hands reaching down from above the door. The hands look to be about the size of a child, and they pull back and disappear just as the little boy runs from the room. Now, the daycare provider's daughter who posted the video says that she didn't even notice these little hands until someone pointed them out in the video comments.
This is the room. The crazy thing about this is that there was like markings at the top of the entranceway of like the doorway, and I guess in the video you can see hands gripping onto the doorway. I don't really know what to make of that.
The young woman says that she is also confused as to how the child's playhouse could just turn over.
Firstly, we have the house, and obviously you guys saw that it fell, but the other thing I wanted to point out was that it's pretty hefty, so it really doesn't make any sense that it would just fall on its own like that.
But the story gets even creepier as the daycare provider's daughter explains just why the little boy ran out of the room in the first place.
The main thing, and the reason that the little boy was screaming, is actually in here. We have this covered up for a reason. Apparently, the little boy told my mom that he saw a face in these mirrors.
A few days later, and the daughter notices something weird on the CCTV. As she is watching, the child security gate just seems to unlatch and open on its own. She heads into the room to investigate, but she's not ready for what she finds.
I'm not ready.
Holy shit. That's f***ing creepy. Do it again.
You tell it to do it again?
Do it again. I'll wait.
I don't play. You gonna sit in the room? Crazy.
Do it again. Open the gate.
I don't know what happened.
As she is recording the child gate and trying to encourage any nearby spirit to open it again, something suddenly moves under the sheet covering the vanity. It almost looks like a finger poking underneath. The movement is slight, but the young woman notices it immediately and just makes a run for it. The woman and her mother now believe that the little child's vanity was the cause of all the paranormal activity. They say that they have now sold the little wooden vanity to someone on Facebook Marketplace.
Sold it? Nah,
someone who actually wanted to buy the vanity just because it might be haunted. But was this actual paranormal activity? And if not, then just what are these bizarre little hands that seem to reach down from the ceiling? You decide. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. The Invisible Guest. Tristan says that his house in France is haunted by a very active poltergeist. He often hears footsteps and sees things moving on their own.
Oh, the door's closing on its own too? Nah. Nope. What? The drawers? Nope. No. Yeah, I'm not sitting there recording.
After having a psychic medium come over to cleanse his house, the paranormal activity only gets worse.
Oh man, I don't like that. Nope. Don't answer it. Don't answer that
Late
door.
one night, Tristan hears strange aggressive banging coming from his hallway. He grabs his phone and starts filming as he goes to check it out.
Ooh. Even the cat? Nope. Don't open it. Ooh. No. No. Nah. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's... Nope. Clearly ain't nobody in there. Nah. It's time to move. Sure ain't nobody jumped out that window.
The bathroom door handle is rotating wildly as his cat stares on in fear. Tristan approaches the door cautiously when suddenly it swings open and there's no one inside. Cut to a few nights later, and Tristan says that some shoes in the kitchen hallway had moved on their own. So he sets up a camera to film down the hallway while he and his girlfriend watch TV in the other room.
Why have you not
His
moved
camera
yet?
catches something that is pure nightmare fuel.
Bah là, je suis en train de me battre pour mettre les diagrammes et les chiffres.
Right.
a box flies out of a storage shelf and slams into the wall. Tristan goes to investigate, but he doesn't find anything. However, did you see it? When Tristan checks his footage later and zooms in on the doorway, there's a strange transparent apparition just standing there. The figure is small, about the size of a child, and it quickly glides off into the hallway.
Ooh, I see it.
Immediately after, the box violently flies off the storage shelf. These days, Tristan says nothing seems to be working to get rid of the poltergeist that haunts his home, and that now he's just planning to move out.
Yeah. Should have been
The
moved
curse
out.
of room 112.
But he should have been
At a
gone.
quiet nursing home, staff member Camilla Torres says that there's one room that no one dares to stay in anymore. Room 112. Camilla says that room 112 is notoriously known as, quote, the death room. You see, every resident who stays in that room experiences sudden medical issues that often send them to the hospital, and sometimes they don't survive. The nurses and staff at the home say that they get chills just walking past the room door. Now, eventually, things got so bad that room 112 was just left empty. But it seems that something is still inside. One night, the nurses are creeped out as the call alarm in room 112 suddenly goes off, as if a resident inside is pressing the emergency button for help. But again, there's not supposed to be anyone.
Yeah, we could skip. We just literally saw these clips. I don't think it's anything different.
The hall, straight to room 112.
Your angels, and shielding it from
Unexplained jerk on the beads, almost as if something was trying to snatch them right out of her hands. Camilla says that to this day, haunted room 112 still remains empty. Dark reflections. The recent film, The Conjuring Last Rites, is based on Ed and Lorraine Warren's investigation of the infamous Smurl haunting in West.
I love the Conjuring movies. I love Ed and Lorraine's story. They are two of the creepiest looking people. Like, it's weird. It's unsettling the way they look and in the business they were in. I'm just not a fan. But I love the movies. I love their life story. But they are scary. Like you saw
Pittston, Pennsylvania.
You saw Lorraine. Look at her.
Conjuring Last Rites is based on Ed and Lorraine Warren's investigation.
That is, and no disrespect, but that is a very scary looking woman. Right? It's unsettling how scary she looks.
Of the infamous Smurl haunting in West Pittston, Pennsylvania. Jack and Janet Smurl claimed a demonic presence tormented their family for over a decade, filling their home with strange noises, chilling screams, moving objects, and even physical attacks. Since the movie's release, many people have gone back to revisit real footage that was shot inside the Smurl house.
I want all of you now to think of the most violent thought you can imagine.
Oh, God.
That's it, folks.
One particular clip has unsettled many viewers. In it, Lorraine Warren gives a tour of the Smurl home, pausing at a closet where the family often heard unexplained loud and insistent knocking.
This is the closet area, and especially in the back of this closet, where they will hear much of the rapping that takes place in this bedroom.
And here's where things get really creepy. Look closely as Lorraine Warren reaches for the closet door. Her reflection in a nearby mirror looks just wrong. Her face appears dark and distorted, and her eyes have gone black. Given Lorraine Warren's reputation as a psychic empath, some believe that she may have been channeling the dark entity that haunted the home. But what do you think? Whispers in the dark.
I think Lorraine Warren is a scary looking woman to begin. No disrespect. I keep saying that and it sounds so wrong, but she looks creepy. I took that as maybe shadows, bad lighting back then. But again, if you've seen the Conjuring movies and believe the stories they told about Ed and Lorraine Warren, it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility that a demon was, or entity was she was channeling that entity. But I like Ed. I like to be scared. I don't like, how do I make this make sense? I don't like getting scared, but I like being scared. Ed and Lorraine's story, I like because they have so much visual evidence for everything. Right? Like you can look up a lot of their videos on YouTube and see a lot of this that actually went down, which I think is amazing, but scary as all get out. Somebody tell me Lorraine Warren was not a scary human being.
Proud mother Jacqueline says that some strange things have been happening since she and her 2 daughters moved into their new home. At first, her oldest daughter told her that someone was whispering to her at night as she tried to fall asleep. The little girl said that she couldn't understand what the person was saying or even whether the voice was male or female. On another evening, her daughter said that she heard someone calling her name from downstairs. Now, at first, Mom Jacqueline just dismisses these claims as a child's imagination. But then one day, she catches something on her living room camera that is truly disturbing.
Wait, what?
Jacqueline's daughter is playing at their table when suddenly a toy comes bouncing across the floor towards her, almost as if thrown by something. The girl goes to check it out, and then a plastic bag falls to the ground. Now, either of those could be written off as a simple coincidence. But then things get kinda weird. The little girl suddenly cries out and clutches her arm before running upstairs in tears. Later, she tells her mom that something grabbed her, and when Jacqueline looks, there's a fresh red scratch on her daughter's arm. Jacqueline says that both of her children now sleep in bed with her. So, is there something sinister haunting Jacqueline's new home?
Get out of this
Tell me
house.
what you think down in the comments. Haunted housekeeping. A woman named Sarah says that she works as part of the cleaning staff at a nursing home. Now, to avoid any confusion, while Sarah usually speaks Spanish in her videos, this nursing home is actually located in Arizona in the U.S.
Trabajo en una área donde prácticamente vienen a morir los viejitos que están solos, que no tienen familia, y es que se escuchan demasiados ruidos. Y es que está terriblemente oscuro, o sea, está solo, apagan las luces, se abre el elevador, es una cosa espantosa.
Sarah says that since she has been working at the nursing home, she has heard and experienced many strange things.
Hello?
No, thank you.
Se está escuchando el piano. Y no hay nadie en el piano. No mames. No hay nadie y lo estoy escuchando.
One day, while Sarah is working alone in the nursing home, things take a terrifying turn. She starts to hear strange, unexplained screams echoing through the halls.
¿De dónde viene ese ruido? Se escucha como que gritaran, como si hablaran. No es nadie. Pues se escucha que grita. Creo que es de acá. Hay veces que se oyen las sillas de ruedas que caminan, que abren
podrá ser. Ay, ¿qué podrá ser? ¡Ay, no! ¿Qué es eso? ¡Ay, no! Ahora sí, mire, ¿cómo? No puede ser.
I'm not taking no elevator. Not no haunted
Ahora sí
nursery
sentí que alguien me tocó de verdad.
or nursing home. Nope.
As Sarah searches the hallways, she doesn't hear it, but there is a strange voice that sounds like an older woman whispering, "I see you."
No.
Then, out of nowhere, a cart rolls across one of the activity rooms completely on its own. Sarah says that just then she felt someone touch her back.
Ahora sí sentí que alguien me tocó de verdad.
And with that, Sarah has had enough. She just gets out of there.
Did she quit?
So, what do you think? Did Sarah capture evidence of a haunting in the critical care wing of the nursing home? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
It could be
Scary
either,
videos. Once again,
it could very well be a hoax, but I like to when it comes to slapped ham, I tend to take his videos as not gospel, but I think he weeds out the BS videos. So I'm taking that as that feels a little real to me.
these are videos that are kind of scary, but maybe a little silly, a bit funny, or just kind of weird. First up, a ghost hunter in Malaysia tries to provoke a spirit into showing itself. He stands up on a table and dares the ghost to push him off. What happens next leaves him speechless.
Engkau apa? Kau buka langkah engkau, kau buang aku sekarang guna ni. Cepat kau buka.
That's one word for the ghost.
Next up, somewhere in Vietnam, two girls who work in an unair-conditioned clothing store lie down on the floor to cool off. It was a terrible mistake.
A mouse.
A rat runs up one of the girls' pants and she has to Gangnam Style it back out of there. Now, the weird thing I found out when researching this story is new fear unlocked. This happens a lot.
Dang. Wow, I ran up my leg.
What was it?
Jesse has caught a mouse.
Oh.
In my pants.
Don't let it climb. Go ahead. Oh my god.
She's just playing around with it.
Oh my god.
Is that your mouse?
Please don't. My mouse. Please don't. Oh my god.
Her mouse?
Yes, I'm holding it.
That's a pretty good answer. That's the mouse I saw.
God, who is that? Oh gosh. It is? What the hell?
So until next time, keep your legs crossed, and thanks for watching.
Okay. Interesting. That was interesting. Let's see. Let's see what Slap Ham got for us.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. We've got some seriously spooky video clips coming up today, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this. TikTok user
What?
FreshGuy1, posting from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, shared a chilling clip after being woken in the middle of the night by what sounded like screaming outside. He stepped onto his balcony and looked toward a neighbor's house, and that's when he caught sight of something terrifying. Inside the house, you can see a long-limbed figure menacing over a person.
I think that's just the way the light is.
Viewers describe the shape as a towering black shadow, more than 8 feet tall, with an outline eerily similar to a Grim Reaper or something outright demonic.
Could be, though.
So far, the uploader hasn't shared any follow-up footage, though he promised to post more if the entity appears again. Was this just a trick of the light, or did this balcony witness capture something far darker lurking
I think I'm
in his
going with the
neighbor's
light.
home?
Maybe it was a domestic situation, and the light was just perfect to make that guy look like this.
Staff at the Cheltenham pub, the Bottle of Sauce, say they've finally caught their resident ghost on camera. It can be hard to see at first, but if you look closely at the glass doors right at the beginning of the footage, you can see a transparent figure walk by.
Oh no, I don't know about that one.
According to the team, sightings of the little boy have been reported repeatedly over the last few years. He's often seen crossing the garden late at night, then making his way to the games room. One manager, James Punch, says he's grown so used to the spirit that he now calls out "Good night, little boy" when locking up. Pub manager Rob Sanders admitted the eerie experiences at the pub had shifted his views on the paranormal. One night, he caught movement from the corner of his eye, felt the temperature drop sharply, and noticed the hairs on his arms rise. Later, CCTV revealed the image of the boy passing by the doors. The pub, once the St. James Tavern and a train stop, is an old building with creaking floorboards and plenty of history still to uncover. Staff describe the boy as kind, not the sort to throw things, but his presence is frequently felt. Customers playing ping pong in the games room have reported loud bangs beneath them when no one's there. Whether it's a residual echo of the building's past or something else entirely, staff at the Bottle of Sauce say their little ghost has become part of the pub's character, a mysterious child drifting through doors long after closing time.
Okay.
Here's an update to a story we covered a few episodes ago. When we last checked in, TikTok user Kin Panama claimed a meteorite had landed near his home in Pedregal, Panama.
Meteorite.
At first, it looked like nothing more than a lump of rock, but soon a strange gelatinous growth began to ooze from its surface. Within days, the substance had blackened, spread, and even appeared to move under its own power. Viewers watched in disbelief as it pulsed inside a safe, flicked out thin tentacles, and seemed to grow larger with every clip. Some nicknamed it Venom, while others warned Kin was playing with something that might not be of this world. Now the bizarre saga has escalated. In a recent update, Kin posted more footage showing the creature swelling to an even larger size, pulsing and writhing as if alive. He even sat down for an interview with Samson's World, where he addressed accusations that the whole thing was staged, insisting he is not a filmmaker or entertainer.
Suficiente fue que se escapara en los medios mi verdadero nombre y ya fue tarde.
In another series of clips, Kin packs the entity into his backpack and treks deep into the wilderness. On the way, the bag itself can be seen heaving and shifting as though the thing inside is trying to escape. Eventually, he arrives at a rural facility and lowers the substance into water.
What?
To the shock of many, the black growth seems to swim, flitting and undulating through the liquid like some kind of living organism.
Bruh.
As the world watches, commenters remain glued to his account, waiting breathlessly for the next wild update. Is this an elaborate hoax, performance art, or something truly extraterrestrial unfolding in real time?
Did it take over his body? Because, check on Ken, because, yeah. Don't play with that. You crazy.
In Western Australia's Midwest, a father and son, Bradley and Shane Plain, recently captured something puzzling in the night sky. They described seeing several bright, unidentified lights flashing in rainbow-like colours arranged in what looked like a triangle formation. Their sighting is one of many across the region in recent weeks. Locals have shared similar reports of unusual lights moving far faster and shining brighter than anything ordinary. Even the Perth Observatory has weighed in, with Matt Woods noting the objects appear terrestrial in origin, though their speed and intensity remain unexplained.
I hate videos like this because it's like it could be anything.
Some commenters believe the
lights,
family may have witnessed the legendary Min
planes,
Min lights.
satellites.
These mysterious glowing orbs have been reported
It's so
across outback
hard.
Australia for more than a century, especially in Queensland and Western Australia. Descriptions vary. Sometimes they hover just above the ground, other times they chase travellers for miles. They can appear white, yellow or multicoloured, and often vanish when approached. The first widely publicised account came from 1918, when a stockman near Boulia, Queensland, reported being followed for hours by a ghostly light. Since then, countless sightings have added to the legend. Explanations range from atmospheric reflections, ball lightning, and mirages, to more supernatural theories involving spirits of the dead. So what did Bradley and Shane Plain really see? A natural phenomenon, a UFO, or perhaps a modern encounter with Australia's most enduring mystery lights?
Man, yeah.
Sticking with Western Australia, another
Those
strange
lights could
clip
be
has
anything.
surfaced, this time from Perth. Witnesses captured a bright green orb streaking across the night sky, moving so quickly it almost looked like a rock skipping across water. The footage has left many puzzled. Was it a meteor burning up in the atmosphere, space debris re-entering, or something entirely more mysterious? Green fireballs have been reported around the world for decades, often linked to meteors rich in nickel or copper. But the skipping motion and the sheer brightness of this sighting have fueled speculation online, with some wondering if Perth just played host to a UFO.
Possibly.
Artist collective Marshmallow Laser Feast has created a mind-bending new installation that reimagines Earth as a living, breathing entity. Using cutting-edge satellite data, the piece visualizes photosynthesis and the global carbon cycle, the invisible process that links every breath we take to the planet's own rhythms. At the heart of the exhibition, titled You Matter, visitors step into a vast circular room where the walls themselves pulse with Earth's inhale and exhale. Satellite data animates the daily ebb and flow of carbon dioxide across the planet, glowing in patterns that mirror a beating heart or lungs expanding and contracting. The result is at once scientific and deeply visceral, a reminder of how fragile and interconnected the global carbon system is. Commissioned for Bradford UK City of Culture 2025, You Matter runs at the Science and Media Museum until February 2026, making the science of climate and the carbon cycle not just visible, but powerfully felt.
I really don't know what to think about that.
A group of young people were relaxing in a park when they noticed something unsettling staring back at them. In the bark of a nearby tree, a mysterious face seemed to emerge. Eyes, nose, even a mouth faintly visible in the
Is
ridges
that somebody's
of the wood.
reflection from a window or something? That's crazy.
Some wondered if it was a forest spirit, a ghostly apparition, or even a demonic presence watching from the shadows. But others suggested a simpler explanation: pareidolia, the human tendency to see familiar shapes, especially faces, where none actually exist.
What?
Still, captured in the dim light of the park, the image has an undeniably eerie quality.
I see that face.
Trick
Does
of
anybody else
light,
see that
a
face? I see
shadow,
the
or
face.
something lingering in the trees waiting to be seen. What do you think?
I saw the face.
Coming up in our last segment in just a few seconds, we take a look at one of the most extraordinary alien encounter cases in history. But before we do, remember to hit that like button, leave some comments below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. On the hot August night of August 21st, 1955, the quiet farming community of Kelly, Kentucky was thrust into UFO history. What happened at the modest Sutton farmhouse, just outside Hopkinsville, would become one of the most famous and hotly debated close encounter cases ever recorded, remembered as the Hopkinsville Goblins case or the Kelly Green Men incident. 12 people were present at the farmhouse that night, including Glennie Langford, her children, her older sons Lucky and JC Sutton with their wives, family friend Billy Ray Taylor and his wife, and others. Just after 7 p.m, Billy Ray went to fetch water and saw a strange silver craft streaking across the sky before it appeared to land in a field. Excited, he rushed back to tell the others, but his story was dismissed. About an hour later, the family dog began barking furiously. Lucky Sutton and Billy Ray went to investigate and spotted a small glowing figure moving out of the tree line. Horrified, they fired at it with a shotgun and a .22 pistol. The creature didn't fall, instead it seemed to flip backwards and scamper off into the darkness. What followed was a 4-hour siege. The strange beings repeatedly approached the house, peering through windows and appearing at the doors. The men fired again and again, shattering glass and blowing holes in screens, but the creatures were seemingly bulletproof. Shots rang out like bullets striking a tin bucket, and the beings would simply float away or flip back into the trees. At one point, Billy Ray claimed a clawed hand reached down from the roof and touched his hair. Terrified, the family huddled together until around 11 p.m, when they piled into cars and fled to the Hopkinsville police station. When authorities arrived, including local and state police, the sheriff's department, and even military police from nearby Fort Campbell, they found the family shaken and terrified. Police noted bullet holes, shattered windows, and signs of gunfire, though no creatures were found. The family returned later that night, but around 3:30 a.m. the beings allegedly came back. By morning, the exhausted families packed up and left the farm, later moving to Evansville, Indiana. Witnesses described the entities as 2 to 4 feet tall, with spindly legs and long arms nearly touching the ground, large glowing yellow eyes and oversized heads, silverish blue bodies appearing metallic or glowing, pointed ears and claw-like hands, a peculiar movement. When shot, they would flip backwards and float rather than fall. Though the family called them little men, newspapers would sensationalize the story into little green men, cementing the phrase in pop culture. Skeptics later suggested the UFO Billy Ray saw was simply a meteor from the Perseids meteor shower, reported widely that night. The goblins may have been great horned owls, which have glowing eyes, large wingspans, and aggressive nest-defending behavior in August, A glowing patch of light seen near the fence might have been foxfire, a natural bioluminescent fungus. Officially, Project Blue Book listed the case as unknown, but filed reports of creatures under its crackpot category.
That sounds like a cover-up to me.
The witnesses never changed their story, insisting for decades that they were harassed by something beyond explanation. Yet ridicule followed them everywhere. Journalists accused them of hoaxing the story for attention. Others claimed they had been drunk, though officials on the scene reported no evidence of alcohol. The toll was heavy. Lucky Sutton, once considered honest and hard-working, struggled with ridicule, alcohol, and employment for the rest of his life. The children were bullied at school. The family gained nothing from the encounter but decades of mockery. Despite skepticism, the Kelly Hopkinsville case remains one of UFO history's most enduring mysteries. It has inspired films like Critters and even the Pokemon Sableye, whose design is based on the goblins. Nearly 70 years later, the question lingers.
I didn't know that. I definitely remember the movie Critters, and I'm a Pokemon Go fanatic. Sableye, I didn't know he was based on this. That's crazy. So this is like a Ed and Lorraine type situation where the stuff is based on real life stories or instances.
Did the Sutton family really battle extraterrestrial beings on their Kentucky farm? Or were owls, meteors, and fear enough to create one of the most extraordinary legends in UFO lore?
That leads me to believe,
Hoax,
yeah, it seems a little more
misidentification,
realistic.
Or a genuine alien encounter? Now, if you can't get enough of what we do here at Slapped Ham, then check out these two links here. They'll keep you entertained for hours and hours. Hit that thumbs up button there to help us in the algorithm. It really does help. And that's it for me.
We'll save that for another time. But what I do want to check out, I want to get into some Mr. Ballin. I haven't heard a Mr. Ballin's story in a minute. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to finish tonight off with a Mr. Ballin story. Let's see. Let's find a good one. Top 5 bingeable scary stories. I don't know if I want 5. You trying to? Oh, and I don't want 5 stories. We'll do this one. I don't want
How
5
you doing? I'm
Mr.
Talon,
Ballin
and this
stories
is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some seriously spooky content that's been trending on the internet this week. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content, just like this.
A bone-chilling TikTok video shared by the user Dark Moose Man has stirred widespread fear as it unravels the harrowing ordeal of an overnight security guard in Mexico. The footage, captured within the confines of an old school, depicts a lone guard encountering the inexplicable in the dead of night. As the guard is working the shift all alone, he spots something deeply unsettling on the security camera feed.
Ooh.
It's a strange-looking person trying to get in. However, when the guard went to the front entrance of the school, there was no one to be seen. All that was left were these eerie images captured by the CCTV system.
No, sir.
Viewers have speculated that it might have been someone under the influence of drugs or alcohol, but no one can quite explain the person's long, elongated limbs.
Or the mouth, the eyes. Nah, that's crazy. I don't like that.
In a chilling video submitted to our Slapped Ham subreddit by a user who's since deleted their account, viewers are given a glimpse of a haunting shadowy figure lurking near the notorious Hell's Gates Railroad trestle near Lubbock Cemetery in Texas. Take a look. The footage, captured under the eerie cover of twilight, has sparked considerable intrigue and fear among paranormal enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Hell's Gate's trestle is steeped in local legend, often associated with numerous ghost stories and unexplained occurrences. The lore surrounding this area includes tales of spectral figures wandering near the tracks and sudden, unexplainable chills in the air. According to local legend, the trestle marks a kind of portal or boundary beyond which the spirits of those buried in the nearby Lubbock Cemetery are said to roam. The video adds a visual testament to these chilling stories, showing a disturbingly distinct figure that appears and vanishes without a trace. This particular video only deepens the mystique of Hell's Gate, inviting speculation and investigation into what might be one of Texas's most haunted locations. Whether it serves as a hotspot for paranormal activity or simply a place that stirs the imagination, Hell's Gates continues to be a compelling destination for those chasing the thrill of the unknown. A wild video is currently captivating Instagram users, courtesy of a user known as MindUSpace. This footage captures a breathtaking spectacle.
What in the world?
Lightning strikes illuminating an erupting volcano nestled in Achatenango, Guatemala. Lightning bolts repeatedly pierce the volcanic plumes.
And these clowns standing there watching it?
Comments on the post reflect the collective astonishment of witnessing such a rare phenomenon. These awe-inspiring occurrences are termed dirty thunderstorms, owing to the collision of particles within volcanic ash clouds. Another stunning example, shared by Al Jazeera, shows a similar event unfolding in Indonesia. Volcanic lightning, triggered by moist convection currents and ice production, defies conventional thunderstorm dynamics. Unlike regular thunderstorms, volcanic lightning can occur even in the absence of ice crystals within the ash cloud. Historical accounts dating back to Pliny the Younger's description of Mount Vesuvius's eruption in 79 AD provide early observations of volcanic lightning. Luigi Palmieri furthered these investigations at Mount Vesuvius in the 19th century, noting the frequent presence of lightning during eruptions.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool. But it's that's a crazy natural thing that I had no idea was actually a possibility. Volcanic lightning.
The enduring fascination with this natural wonder continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Indeed, experiencing such a phenomenon firsthand would undoubtedly leave a lasting impression.
Definitely.
In a curious tale that's been capturing attention across social media platforms, a video uploaded by a user named Angel has sparked intrigue and speculation. The footage, initially innocuous, shows a cat perched atop a piece of furniture in Angel's room, its gaze fixed intently on something unseen. However, there appears to be a face peering through the upper window of the door.
That gave me chills. That gave me chills.
Angel says she lives alone and was super unsettled by this incident. Many commenters urged Angel to call the police, fearing an intruder was casing the home for a robbery, or worse. But the strangeness doesn't end there.
Hold on, before we go further, because I feel like it will get weirder. That's such a weird place to have a window. Like, I'm never going to be looking out that. Why do I want that? You know, like, it's weird. I don't like that. That's super creepy and strange.
The next morning, Angel notices a strange wooden object on her front lawn. So what's to be made of this unsettling incident? Has Angel captured a burglar in action? Or perhaps it's an obsessed peeping Tom? Either way, this eerie footage is hard to forget.
And the fact the cat was sitting there staring up there the whole time. I don't know. I don't know what to think or how to feel, but that window alone is an issue.
A series of troubling incidents at a duplex in Hudson, Wisconsin culminated in the unmasking of the alleged perpetrator as a high-ranking corporate executive. Over several nights in March 2022, residents of a duplex on Locust Street reported unsettling occurrences of someone peeping through their windows. The situation escalated when surveillance footage captured a man in dark clothing, sneaking up to a window and attempting to peer through the blinds, which were shut. The next night, following further reports of suspicious activity, a resident from the nearby area saw the same individual from the surveillance video lurking just outside the duplex. The footage, which had been circulated among the neighbourhood to raise awareness, showed the man leaving the scene in a Mini Cooper. This vehicle was later found unoccupied in a nearby Wells Fargo bank parking lot. Further investigation linked the car to 49-year-old Robert T. Cecina, the then Global Key Account Vice President for 3M. When police visited Cecina's home, only a few blocks away from where the incident took place, he matched the description of the individual in the video exactly. Cecina offered an explanation of car trouble and a subsequent phone call with his 3M colleagues in Asia as reasons for his presence near the duplex. However, his alibi was contradicted by discrepancies in his account of his family's activities that evening, leading police to doubt his truthfulness. When asked by police what they did that night, Cecina said the family watched Solo together. His wife, however, said they watched Iron Man 3. Cecina's involvement led to his arrest on March 13, and he was subsequently placed on administrative leave by 3M, with his employment terminated soon after. In court, Cecina entered into a no-contest plea to amended charges of criminal trespass to a dwelling and 2 counts of disorderly conduct, downgraded from an initial felony of stalking. This plea was part of a deferred judgment agreement that might allow him to avoid conviction if he successfully completes a 3-year diversion program. So what do you think? Did Cecina get off lightly because of his 3M clout? Should he have been charged with stalking?
Yeah, but he should have
your
got that
thoughts on
felony.
this peculiar case in the comments down below.
But he should have got that felony. He left his family to go. It's a weird place to have a camera too.
Or simply just dust particles. A simple mention of them in paranormal circles is likely to start a fierce debate. However, every so often a video comes along that shows something that doesn't quite fit into either explanation. Take this video, uploaded to our Slaptam subreddit by user infamousparsley1210, for example. It shows the view from a home security camera a little before 8 in the morning. At first, everything seems perfectly normal. However, just over 30 seconds into the clip, something quite strange happens. Take a look. The space is suddenly illuminated by a strange shape. Sometime later, a man enters the room. One keen-eyed viewer noted he seems to have heard something and come to investigate its cause. He searches the area but appears unable to find anything out of place. Suddenly, the strange shape appears yet again. The man continues searching the area for a few more seconds. However, he soon appears disinterested and leaves. Several Redditors have attempted...
My bad. What's good, BG Kicks in the building? What's happening, my brother? So good to see you, man. How you been? I miss you, bro. Man, I ain't. Good to see you, fam. Good to see you.
To explain the anomalies in the room. Another thought it was the result of the sensor dying in the paranormal for answers, suggesting it was a spirit attempting to manifest. This is certainly a very curious piece of footage, but what do you think it actually shows? Was the shape and sudden flash of light caused by a technical issue? Or does this video show something a little more mysterious? Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments.
I'm going to lean
below.
towards the more mysterious because it's kind of got the shape of if you guys have paid attention or watched it before, the original Men in Black, the worms, like a tall worm from Men in Black. That's the vibe I got from that shape.
A peculiar video has emerged over on Facebook from a page dubbed "I'll Speculate Bizarre Display in the Night Sky." A series of swift, anomalous lights streak across the night sky. Skeptics may be swift to attribute the phenomenon to mere optical illusions or perhaps a mundane light show. Conversely, believers in the extraterrestrial may see this as undeniable evidence. The debate rages on, with opinions divided and no concrete conclusion in sight. This is a strange and eerie little clip uploaded by user Ramahajan41. It's after 2 AM when a security camera films an unsettling scene.
Why are you out walking at 2 in the morning in the first place?
The woman appears panicked. Then a strange-looking person appears at the end of the driveway. It's clear that the woman is being followed, but by who or what? Keen-eyed viewers have noticed that the person appears to materialize out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's...
Admittedly, this could just be an anomaly caused by the low compression rate of the security camera, but it's aid of the strange footage. It's eerie.
That seemed genuine. That seemed real.
In an intriguing post on Reddit, user ZorgSM shared a captivating story that blurs the lines between memory and the supernatural. The image in question, taken with a simple toy camera that produces black and white prints, appears to show an unexpected figure. According to the poster, the photograph was snapped by their young nephew during a playful session at the poster's parents' house, where their beloved dog Toto. Despite the time that has elapsed, the family has kept Toto close to their hearts. As they looked over the photos, to their astonishment, one print seemed to distinctly show Toto's familiar form. This mysterious occurrence has left the family puzzled and deeply moved, pondering the possibility that their cherished pet might be still lingering in their old family home. So what do you think? The side-by-side resemblance is uncanny. Has the poster's nephew really captured an image of the family?
It makes me wonder. So I've always wondered if all dogs do go to heaven. So I lost past couple years, two pit bulls I was very connected with. But, and I haven't felt them or anything like that. But what if they're still lingering here with us? Like, I don't know how I feel or what I think. Like, do animals just cease, or do they go to heaven-ish? Like, what goes on with pets when they pass? It's just a question. I don't know, but definitely got me thinking. Like, I wonder if Lexi or Remy's here still.
Dog, Toto. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments down below. In the realm of urban exploration,
I know Buddy's face had me creeped automatically. I'm already creeped out and I don't even know what's going on in this video. He got me messed up already.
Adventures Jassim, better known as the Dark 79 on YouTube, has carved out a niche for himself by delving into the abandoned properties scattered throughout the Middle East, with a particular focus on Saudi Arabia. Armed only with his camera, he fearlessly navigates the eerie landscapes of forgotten structures, capturing the haunting beauty of decay.
Haunting beauty of decay?
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
Glancing over his channel, there are hundreds of many of which capture some rather chilling encounters.
لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
Among his many expeditions, one video stands out for its spine-chilling content. In this particular exploration, Jassim finds himself in an old, dilapidated house. As he wanders through the desolate rooms, the atmosphere grows increasingly tense, setting the stage for a truly unsettling encounter. The inexplicable occurs.
That's when it happens? I feel like it already did. Whoa!
Bismillah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
I wasn't ready for that. I should have foreseen, but I didn't, and that caught me all the way off guard for that jump scare.
His camera catches a fleeting glimpse of a ghostly face.
Them eyes.
But when he looks again, there's no one there.
Bismillah. 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 Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
As the video spreads across.
Now, these professional ghost hunters, I'm sure they got their tricks and their ways to make. How do you fake that though? How do you create that? Like I know editing, with editing you could do a lot of things, but that just, I wasn't ready. But I'm very curious if somebody knows how you could actually recreate or fake that kind of video. Please let me know, because I'm curious.
Across the internet, speculation runs rampant. Some skeptics dismiss it as a cleverly crafted prank, while others entertain the possibility of a genuine.
But, and here's what weirds me out, right? This child looks like a little girl, maybe. But if you look at it,
as the video spreads across the internet, speculation runs rampant. Some skeptics dismiss it as a clever.
It doesn't look like the kid has any clothes on. The eyes are completely black. The face, or the mouth at least, kind of looks distorted a little, like Joker-esque.
Heavily crafted prank.
You know what I mean? Like, I could be wrong, but this would have to be one of the most amazing pranks and fakes ever created.
While others entertain the possibility of a genuine encounter with the supernatural.
Bismillah. 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 Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
In the quiet streets of Tacoma, Washington, an unusual phenomenon captured on a home security camera sparked both intrigue and bewilderment among viewers. The footage, shared by Reddit user Serene Eileen Dippity over on our Slaptam subreddit in July of 2023, presents a puzzling scene that remains unexplained to this day. Take a look.
Is there a bomb? What is this?
The black and white video from a Ring camera mounted on the front porch of the user's mother shows an odd light emanating from a bush across the street. The light flashes brightly for a moment before completely dissipating.
Y'all?
Notably, the footage is entirely silent, adding to the mystery as the light occurrence made no noise whatsoever. An important detail provided by the user considering the town's...
Trying to think what could cause... Is there some kind of disturbance, some kind of device, like a cell phone blocker or something of that nature where it's blocking anything within whatever this radius is, and it's just coming off as a flashing light from the bush, but maybe like somebody threw a device in or dropped. I don't know.
strict regulations against fireworks and explosives. The OP's post explains that the light couldn't have been fireworks and the video was recorded at around 3 AM in the early spring, ruling out typical celebratory causes. Furthermore, the neighbour from whose property the light seems to originate is described as reclusive, having only been seen once or twice by the user's mother.
That sounds creepy.
This peculiar sighting has prompted numerous responses on the subreddit, with users speculating about the nature of the light, from potential reflections and electrical anomalies to more fanciful explanations involving paranormal activity. However, without further evidence or similar occurrences to compare, the source of the light remains a subject of speculation. There's very little information available on this next video. Uploaded to John Boy's creepy content on TikTok, it shows a group of people making their way down a dirt path, when suddenly they notice a rather eerie looking figure up ahead.
What in the world? Oh, that's not the person with the group?
As you can see, the figure appears to lift into the air. Unfortunately, this is where the video ends and we're left to wonder what on earth the mysterious figure might have been. While this footage certainly shows a perplexing sight, it's difficult to make judgment on what's actually going on simply based on the lack of information. So, as always, we'll throw this one over to you, the viewers.
My question is, where are they walking late at night because it looks dark? And why are their kids out with them? Like, this is a sketchy scene. That whole situation seems weird and sketch to me.
Final judgment. What do you think this perplexing video is actually showing? Let me know in the comments down below.
It's weird though, for sure. And they're all nobody seems startled. They're just standing there chilling.
Venturing into the eerie depths of abandoned locations can unearth more than just dust-covered relics of the past, as demonstrated by a recent excursion documented on the YouTube channel Finders Beepers History Seekers. The intrepid duo behind the lens embark on a journey to unravel the mysteries shrouding a desolate homestead with a chilling history.
This is a farm, isn't it? Yeah. There was a farmer, the farmer's wife, and 2 children. The farmer's wife died of cholera?
Legend has it that the once peaceful abode was marred by tragedy when a grief-stricken farmer haunted by the loss of his wife succumbed to madness in the early 1900s. His anguish drove him to a harrowing end, but his despair didn't cease there. In a heart-wrenching act, he allegedly took the lives of his 2 innocent children. As the explorers venture into the dilapidated dwelling, they encounter more than just decaying timbers and forgotten relics.
This place is, I think it's older than we think it is, this. It could be. Could be a lot older. What is the Mendip?
Just before they started filming for the night, the pair explain how a kitchen table began to shake, seemingly for no apparent reason.
So we were stood just here. Andy was stood there. I was stood here looking in this, and all of a sudden, this table lifted up and dropped back down again.
Wobbled like that?
Yeah, and like we have had a look at it, and it does like move that big metal thing off the end.
As they explore the house, moments of unsettling phenomena begin to punctuate their exploration, leaving them on edge.
There's another one here, so I don't know whether we should just look up this one as we're here. Can you hear a high-pitched noise? Did you hear a noise in there then?
Later, while exploring upstairs, they hear what sounds like another person walking around the house.
Right. Was there another... Oh, bloody hell. Was there another room in here?
Yeah, I think so.
Shh. Stop. Is there someone downstairs?
I hope not.
I hope not.
No, listen. Can you hear running?
Running?
Okay. Can you, like, running feet?
Moments later, the strangest event of the night begins to unfold.
I kind of heard somebody running. Ooh.
Where did that come from then?
A broom appears out of nowhere.
Where did that come from then?
Scrutinising their footage reveals a perplexing sequence of events. Earlier, at around the 52-minute and 10-second mark, you can see there's no broom at the bottom of the stairs. Even earlier, at 32 minutes and 19 seconds, you can see the broom sitting on the landing.
Which... I go, I don't mind. God, that's low as well, isn't it?
The men were filming the entire time, and there's no cuts in the footage, so how does one explain the broom flying to the bottom of the stairs?
Where did that come from then?
The strange sequence of events proves too much for the intrepid explorers, and they soon leave the property.
Absolutely nowhere it could have come from. Really weird. And there's nobody in here unless somebody's hiding up in this little bit, which is all a bit odd anyway.
At the end of the episode, they recap what happened while sitting in the car.
It freaked me out when we first started because that wasn't even on camera. I really wish that had been on camera.
We were just getting prepared.
Yeah, it proper put us about. And then that, and it...
You can see just how baffled they really are.
I've looked back through the footage and I can't see that brush anywhere.
No.
So I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get why it was there, how it got down the stairs, where it was.
So was someone following them through the house? Or, given the tragic history of the property, is there something a little more mysterious at play here? Let me know what you think about this curious footage in the comments down below.
Now, this guy, the bald guy, he seems completely oblivious. Now, I don't know if he's just acting dumb or if he completely is surprised and shocked. Because the other guy's voice, the way it fluctuates, it sounds very disingenuous to me. But that could just be his tone, how he speaks. I don't know. But this guy does look shook a little bit.
Mysterious at play here. Let me know what you think about this curious footage in the comments down below.
Where did that come from then?
That could just be good acting, I don't know.
In a spine-chilling post on Reddit by user CharacterWar2442, an image reveals a dark figure that seems to defy conventional explanation. This image, taken from the family's home security system, shows what looks to be a ghostly or shadowy figure. With one particular eerie detail, the figure's foot doesn't seem to touch the floor. The backstory provided by the poster adds layers to this ghostly encounter. The user explains that during their teenage years living in their parents' basement, both they and their younger brother experienced unexplained paranormal activities, such as the closet doors opening and closing and unsettling sounds during the night. Initially dismissed as mere house noises or the family's cat's antics, these experiences were largely ignored by their parents. However, years after the siblings moved out, their parents started noticing similar disturbances, including items moving, knocks, and even doors slamming on their own. One evening, their stepfather noticed movement on the security camera and saw this shadowy figure moving across the family room towards the garage. This occurred while he was working in the garage and the rest of the family was elsewhere in the house. This baffling image and the family's subsequent experiences have left both the family and viewers online puzzled. Could this be a lingering presence in the old home? As the family grapples with these strange events, the mystery continues to unfold, inviting speculations and theories about the true nature of the shadowy figure captured on film.
Again, it looks like a naked child, which makes me lean more towards or away from.
In 2015, a homeowner in San Jose, California, Bikram Singh, discovered that his home had been broken into. Some valuables were stolen and the incident left a haunting impression. Detectives suggested that the family install a home security system to protect from further in. Same year, the newly installed security system captured a harrowing break-in. At 10:55 a.m., two unidentified men are seen entering the property. They walk around the back and enter the home via an unlocked sliding door. After a brief search of the kitchen, they grab knives from one of the drawers. One of the men can even be seen.
Uh-oh.
Before long, the intruders hear noises coming from the upper floor of the home. They rush upstairs.
Are they gloved up too? Oh, man.
The homeowner's sister-in-law, mother, and their child have barricaded themselves in the bedroom after hearing the men break into the home.
Well, only the ones gloved up.
The intruders begin kicking the bedroom door in, attempting to get inside. The women and child retreat further into the bathroom, once again locking the door. They shout that the police have been called, and this appears to be enough to scare the intruders away.
they walk out casually. Nah, that's...
According to police reports, one of the two suspects involved in the terrifying home invasion surrendered himself to authorities on the following Wednesday morning. Identified as a 17-year-old male, he willingly turned himself in to the San Jose police and underwent questioning by detectives before being placed in custody at the Santa Clara County Juvenile Hall. Fortunately, no injuries were reported during the ordeal. Reflecting on the traumatic experience, homeowner Bikram Singh expressed the lingering shock and distress caused by the invasion, emphasizing the need for security measures to protect against such incidents in the future.
Lock your doors, get a dog, get a gun. That's crazy.
High above the bustling skies of New York City, a curious sight caught the attention of Michelle Rees, a passenger peering through her aircraft window near LaGuardia Airport. What she witnessed has sparked a whirlwind of speculation, a mysterious flying cylinder akin to a UFO gliding through the sky. Here's the footage. In a blink and you'll miss it moment, a peculiar black object whizzes by the commercial airliner.
That don't look right.
In a recent interview on News Nation's Banfield, Rees recounted her astonishment and the immediate action she took, reaching out to the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, to report the encounter. Yet her plea for clarity remained unanswered, raising concerns about potential safety implications. Joined by UFO investigator Ben Hansen on the show, Rees shared her footage, seeking insight into the inexplicable sighting.
This was incredible, honestly, because it took a while just for us to get in touch with Michelle.
Hansen's analysis debunked any notions of fabrication, affirming the authenticity of the video.
We've now started to analyze the video, find no evidence that she faked this or hoaxed it. I didn't from the beginning, but we had to run it through.
The clarity and distinctiveness of the object, he noted, defies conventional explanation.
You know, the proper, data analysis, and it's there. It's very clear.
Rees's social media post is the same.
How do you check and validate a video like that to ensure it's not faked or anything? Like what steps, what tools, what knowledge do you need to be able to definitively say that's not a fake? You know what I mean? I don't know that. But hearing an expert, and I didn't know, I missed it where they said it was a news chopper. That kind of makes me lean more into this is a little more believable than I originally thought.
Phenomenon. The shared experience only amplified the disquiet surrounding the sighting. Enter Thomas Wertman, Ohio's Mutual UFO Network State Director, who offered his expertise on the matter. Wertman's observation of the object's proximity to the aircraft and its unconventional characteristics raises red flags. With years of skyward scrutiny under his belt, Wertman emphasized the potential hazard posed by such anomalies, calling for deeper investigation. The implications of this sighting are as vast as the cosmos itself. Could this footage unveil a genuine encounter with extraterrestrial visitors, or does it conceal a more earthly explanation, perhaps some government project? As speculation mounts, the truth remains as elusive as the object hovering over the New York skyline. So what's your take on this strange video? Love to hear your thoughts and theories on this one in the comments down below. In an emotionally charged moment that's since captured the hearts of many online, a family's act of saying farewell to their departed mother has turned extraordinary. The incident, shared on Instagram by user RealGBockDeCEO in October 2023, took place during a serene lakeside ceremony intended to spread the ashes of their loved one. As depicted in the video, a family member is seen gently shaking the ashes from an urn into the lake.
That's enough.
No!
Remarkably, the ashes appear to cluster on the surface of the water, forming the word love.
Look, she's saying something love. L-O-V-E. Oh,
The unexpected phenomenon left family and friends in attendance both astonished and comforted, interpreting it as a poignant message from the beyond. The clip quickly resonated with viewers, sparking discussions and debates about the possibilities of life after death and the connection that might linger beyond the physical
I didn't see
world.
the full word, but I kind of
While
saw
some
the L and the
skeptics
O.
may
and
attribute the
maybe
formation
V.
to currents or chance, those who witnessed the event felt a deep personal meaning in the moment.
Look, she's saying something love. L-O-V-E. Oh,
So is this a simple coincidence, or could it be a genuine sign from a loved one? The answers may vary, but the emotional impact of such a moment is undeniable.
That's crazy. I don't know. That's interesting.
Look, she's saying something love. L-O-V-E. Oh,
This next one is some eerie dashcam footage shared by TikTok user Mythentic. Watch what happens.
Ooh!
Out of nowhere, a person appears in the middle of the road. So where did the person come from? The vehicles up ahead don't swerve seconds prior.
Yeah, that.
It's almost as if this person just materializes out of nowhere. It's this eerie detail that's led many viewers to believe that this is a ghost caught on camera.
Why else would he swerve like that? They had to have seen that.
This next image, seen here uploaded to the Disbelief Paranormal official Facebook page, has been floating around the internet for some time. According to the page, it was captured at a suburban hospital in Chiang Rai in northern Thailand by a ghost hunting team. It's noted that the figures were supposedly not caused by motion blur, as there wasn't anybody in front of the camera at the time. At a quick glance, there appears to be two ghostly figures on the staircase. However, if you take a closer look, there might actually be more, several perhaps lined up behind the front too. If this photo is authentic, then it would have to be one of the best ghost photos ever captured. Unfortunately, as there's little information available on the image at this time, it will have to remain a mystery, at least for the time being.
I didn't see it until he said it, but I definitely see multiple people standing in line behind the front too.
A recent post on our Slaptown community Facebook group has sent shivers down the spines of camping enthusiasts everywhere. Mike Collins, a member of our group, shared a bone-chilling image captured during a camping trip to Edinbridge in Kent, United Kingdom. According to Mike, the photo was snapped around 3 in the morning after his family was abruptly awakened by eerie noises just outside their tent. The image, taken by a family member, reveals a disturbing sight. A tall, ghastly-looking figure amidst the tree branches just above their campsite.
I'm done camping. I ain't going
back. In an
back.
attempt to shed more light on the unnerving encounter, Mike also shared an enhanced version of the photo, intensifying the brightness to offer a clearer view of the mysterious entity. The post quickly went viral, reaching over 700,000 people in just a few days. Many viewers were disturbed by the sighting, vowing never to go camping ever again. So what do you think this is? Pareidolia? Or something a little more sinister?
It's creepy, I know that.
A curious incident at an AT&T store in Midtown Manhattan has sparked intrigue after something strange was captured on the store's security cameras. Take a look at what the security cameras captured.
Ooh.
Lewis recounted the incident, which took place during a busy midday, explaining that while he was busy sending texts in a manager's chat about sales updates, he noticed the remote control moving at the corner of his eye.
He said, "Wow."
Despite being surrounded by sales staff and customers, no one was near him at the time. The footage, which Lewis secured from the store's security system and recorded it on his phone, appears to show the remote control being pushed without any visible cause. I looked under the table real quick and then immediately told one of the sales reps what I had just seen, but they didn't believe me, Lewis said. He described the movement as if a ghost was trying to play spin the bottle with him, highlighting the unexplained nature of the motion. So what do you think's been caught on camera here? Is someone playing a prank on the manager? Love to hear your take in the comments down below.
Yeah, the way it moved, that... Interesting.
A peculiar video has surfaced over on our Slapped Ham subreddit, posted by a user under the handle Dark Jester Returns. Take a look.
See that wheel moving.
Out of nowhere, one of the wheelchair's front wheels begins to move, seemingly all on its own.
It's... How do you explain the way it's turning like that?
Although the video concludes abruptly, speculation runs rampant in the comments section. Some entertain the notion of a spectral presence animating the wheelchair, adding an eerie layer to an already perplexing scene.
I've heard of stranger things.
Here's a quick and eerie little one shared over on our Slapped Ham Facebook group by user Ahmed Shah. Captured by a parent, the clip initially depicts a young boy immersed in innocent play. But soon, the footage takes a turn for the creepy.
Whoa!
Out of nowhere, the door flings open and the toy topples over.
I thought somebody was walking in.
Whoa!
Unfortunately, as is often the case with eerie little clips like this, there's almost no accompanying information, so we can't delve deeper into the incident. So is this just a prank, or are we witnessing something a little more mysterious here? Watch the clip again and make your own mind up.
Whoa!
I don't know.
Jason Spiegel recently posted this video clip to our Slapped Ham official community page over on Facebook. It's an excerpt taken from a security camera at his son's newly constructed home, only days after he moved in. The poster notes that the property's in a very private area that's surrounded by woods, and the nearest public road is more than 1,000 feet away. So then, what could the strange ghostly shape actually be? Let me know your take on this in the comments down below. This next one was sent to us by a viewer named JB. They captured this footage while at a family gathering after noticing something strange happening on the table. Take a look.
Oh, she's taking a shot.
The can appears to be moving, all on its own.
Sure.
This goes on for some time.
Wow, moving on its own.
I was gonna say, is there like a magnet under, but it wouldn't be under that.
While it mimics the movements of a can sitting on condensation, the long duration of movement and lack of moisture make this quite a strange sight.
Yeah.
One of the onlookers even shows that there's no strings or wires attached to the can.
I think this close you'd be able to see if there were.
So what do you think? Spooky can or not a fan? Cast your votes down below.
I'm gonna go spooky can. That's pretty convincing right there for me.
TikTok is buzzing with speculation after a chilling video surfaced shared by user DGP 2021. Take a look. Watching that again, the glass door opens, seemingly all on its own.
It could be one of them automatic
Then
doors. You
a
hit the
strange-looking
button and they open.
apparition drifts by. The video's viral spread has ignited a fervour of theories, with many pointing to the paranormal as a likely culprit. But what do you think? Is it just a trick of the light? If so, how does the door open all on its own? Love to hear theories on this one in the comments down below.
I think it's one of them doors where you hit the button and they open, like at hospitals and stuff. But
A
as far as
bizarre
an
and unsettling
apparition,
chain of events has unfolded in
knows?
Japan, surrounding a man named Maguro who received a series of mysterious and allegedly cursed objects from an acquaintance named Nakano.
What in the world?
What began as a request for Maguro to test and document the objects quickly turned into a chilling encounter with the supernatural. In a video documenting his experiences, Maguro sets up a camera to capture the objects overnight, expecting nothing out of the ordinary. However, as the night progresses, strange occurrences begin to unfold.
The dog's head?
One particularly eerie moment captured on film shows one of the allegedly cursed objects, a doll, sitting on a chair. But watch what happens.
No.
The footage, enough to send shivers down anyone's spine, hints at the ominous power of the objects in question. But the true horror comes to light when news breaks of a fire engulfing Nakano's apartment, the very individual who entrusted Maguro with the cursed items in the first place. Images of the charred remains serve as a sobering reminder of the potential consequences of dabbling in the supernatural.
Yeah?
This chilling saga serves as a stark warning against the temptation to toy with forces beyond our understanding. As the footage unfolds, it becomes clear that the allure of allegedly cursed objects is not worth the risk of unleashing unforeseen horrors.
I wish you could slow the video down. Like, you see the head twisting off.
So what do you think? Is this footage to be believed? Let me know where you land on this one in the comments down below.
That's rough. That's crazy. You need to get rid of them items, dude, cause that's rough.
A chilling video has surfaced on Morgan Lambert's TikTok page, leaving viewers baffled and spooked. In the footage, Morgan recounts a perplexing encounter relayed by her husband. He claims to have seen her standing in a corner of their house. The eerie twist? Morgan insists she was on a different floor of the home at the time of recording. Take a look at this strange footage.
Babe?
Yeah? What's up?
Are you upstairs?
Upon closer examination of the video, a faint figure with its back to the camera looms in the corner of a room. This seems to confirm her husband's bizarre sighting. Despite hours of scrutiny, Morgan remains bewildered, unable to unravel the mystery captured on film.
But why didn't he say it in the same area as the doppelganger?
Babe?
Yeah. What's up?
Are you upstairs?
Speculation runs rampant in the comments section, with many proposing the unsettling possibility of a doppelganger. Doppelgangers, often portrayed as eerie doubles or sinister counterparts to individuals, have long fascinated and unsettled the human imagination. The term originates from German folklore, where it refers to a ghostly duplicate of a living person. Across cultures, doppelgangers are often associated with bad omens or impending doom, serving as harbingers of misfortune or even death. In psychology, the phenomenon is sometimes explained as a psychological projection or hallucination, though encounters with doppelgangers continue to perplex and intrigue believers in the supernatural. Whether seen as a mere figment of the imagination or a sign of something more ominous, the concept of doppelgangers continues to captivate the human psyche, reminding us of the mysterious and uncanny aspects of existence. The bizarre nature of this incident leaves little room for definitive answers, leaving Morgan and her husband to grapple with the unnerving event in their home. As the online community ponders the inexplicable, one can only hope that the Lambert family can soon return to a semblance of normalcy, free from the shadows of the unknown.
Babe?
Yeah. What's up?
Are you upstairs?
No further story though?
This
No-
next
no more
eerie piece of
information?
footage has been circulating heavily over on social media recently,
that doll
with this
away
version
from that
uploaded to
baby.
Facebook by a page called Wealth.Greatness. The clip shows a little girl playing with some toys.
Haciendo todo. Dos cuchillos amarillos iguales.
When suddenly, something quite eerie happens.
Tengo esta tacita, rosita.
Watch the doll. I imagine it's the doll. I knew it was the
The
doll.
initial movement is subtle and not noticed by the girl.
Y esta tacita.
But soon, she notices what's happening.
Huevo. ¿Sí?
She runs screaming for her mum. The girl's reaction seems quite genuine, leaving commenters with two possible scenarios. One, someone's playing a prank on the young girl. Or two, we're seeing some genuine paranormal activity caught on camera.
Both can be true, but that'd be really messed up if somebody did that to her. But how? How would you explain them pranking that little girl like that? Pulling the arm up and down. I don't think.
And now the f***ing alarm's going off.
A few weeks ago, we featured the terrifying encounter that TikToker Dustin Lee Frazier experienced while working the night shift at a
remember
local
this guy.
restaurant in the Appalachian Mountains of Tennessee. Here's a little refresher. While chatting to a friend on Snapchat, Dustin was locking up the restaurant for the evening.
And I don't really know
Saw the
why.
silhouette.
Like
Yeah, I remember this one.
have tried
Ooh.
to like take medicine for it and stuff, but
While walking through one of the back rooms, this happened.
tried to like I have tried.
That's
a mysterious shadowy figure can be seen.
And I don't really know why. Like I have tried to like take medicine for it and stuff, but
Dustin didn't hear or see anything out of the ordinary at the time of filming, and still to this day has no way of explaining this strange figure.
like
update
Well,
though.
now, in his latest update on TikTok, Dustin Lee Frazier recounts yet another chilling encounter that's left him shaken. It's April 29, 2024, and Dustin is expecting a DoorDash delivery. He hears a knock at the door when this happens.
okay. So currently
can still hear the knocking in the background. However, despite capturing the encounter on camera, Dustin remains as puzzled as his viewers.
So, I ordered DoorDash, and I heard it knock.
So what's really going on in the Appalachian Mountains? Could this truly be evidence of a supernatural presence? Or is there a more rational explanation behind Dustin's unsettling experience?
The only thing that messes me up, both these situations, it looks like they're wearing masks or makeup. Like both faces were fairly distorted.
Mountains. Could this truly be evidence of a supernatural? Or is there a more rational explanation behind Dustin's unsettling experience?
Like look at that. Doesn't look like a genuine face.
You're so girly.
Oh no, y'all. Oh no.
I ordered DoorDash.
Oh no.
In this creepy footage captured on the phone of Redditor Domi Racer, we see something rather creepy playing out at 2 a.m.
Why are these weirdos out?
The eerie incident occurred in a store named Bradley's Lock and Key in Savannah, Georgia. As the camera focuses on the door at the rear of the store, it slowly moves.
Oh, it wasn't closed all the way?
A few seconds later, a mysterious light can be seen to the right of the door.
A light? Oh.
The strange activity continues for some time. A few more seconds pass and another strange light appears. The door remains still, then violently opens. According to the poster, this was enough to make them drop their phone while screaming like a 5-year-old. Savannah, Georgia, often referred to as America's most haunted city, is steeped in eerie tales and ghost stories that reflect its deep historical roots. Founded in 1733, Savannah witnessed wars, epidemics, fires, and countless tragedies, all of which have contributed to its haunted reputation. One of the most famous haunted sites in Savannah is the Moon River Brewing Company, housed in the city's oldest hotel building. Patrons and staff frequently report encounters with apparitions, sudden changes in temperature, and unexplained sounds. The upper floors are so notorious for paranormal activity that they're often inaccessible to the public. Another iconic haunted location is the Mercer Williams house, made famous by the book and movie Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Just behind its elegant facade lies a tale steeped in mystery and tragedy. It was within these walls that Jim Williams, a prominent antiques dealer, resided until his life met a grim end under suspicious circumstances. Hauntings and restless spirits gracing its halls. Visitors recount chilling encounters from inexplicable cold spots to spectral apparitions wandering the grand rooms. Danny Hansford, the assistant and lover of Jim Williams, was found dead in the Mercer Williams house on May 2, 1981. The circumstances surrounding his death are murky and have been the subject of much speculation and controversy. According to Jim Williams' account, he shot Hansford in self-defense during a heated argument. Williams claimed that Hansford was prone to violent outbursts and had threatened him with a gun, leading to a struggle that ended in tragedy. However, others have raised doubts about Williams' version of events, suggesting that the shooting may have been premeditated or motivated by other factors. The case went to trial 4 times, with Williams ultimately being acquitted of murder charges in 1989. Despite the legal proceedings, the true nature of Danny Hansford's death remains unhaunted by the spectre of the tragic event. These stories and locations are just a sampling of what makes Savannah a favoured destination for those interested in the paranormal. It seems that Bradley's Lock and Key, the building seen in this video, can now be added to the ever-growing list of places that are said to be haunted in this historic southern city.
The lock and key part, I don't know how I feel about that, but
in a perplexing image shared by Steve O'Holland over on the Facebook page Disbelief Paranormal Official, a seemingly ordinary photo captures an extraordinary detail. The photograph features Steve-O and his wife smiling beside their cat.
Steve-O, they're smiling?
But it's the background that draws eerie attention. Visible in the glass of a door to their right is the distinct reflection of a man's face. Steve-O's adamant that
Tell me why I thought that was a bookshelf at first. I don't know what I was looking. I swear I thought it was a bookshelf. I didn't recognize it was a door until they said so. I don't know what I was looking at, but that looked like a bookshelf to me.
The reflection couldn't simply be dismissed. He notes that directly opposite the 2 doors is merely a wall under the stairs, eliminating the possibility of a normal reflection. Adding to the mystery, Steve-O mentions that the face in the reflection bears a striking resemblance to his father, who had just recently passed away. This detail lends a personal and potentially supernatural element to the image, suggesting the possibility of a visitation or acknowledgement from the beyond. Skeptics might attribute the image to tricks of light or optical illusions, yet for Steve-O and his wife, the photograph seems to hold a deeper, possibly spiritual significance. While it appears there is indeed a face reflecting off the glass, at this stage no one has a definitive answer as to who or what it is.
Yeah, that's... Come on with
In a
these
chilling revelation
dolls
captured
and
on a TikTok
toys.
video by user Haley.Moore, the sanctity of a young girl's bedroom is shattered by an inexplicable occurrence. The footage, recorded on an indoor home security camera, unveils a seemingly innocent scene. The child, well past her bedtime, is engrossed in play.
Sure, I'll play with you. Don't let you play me, yeah.
But the tranquility swiftly transforms into terror. As the clock strikes 11, the child's playful antics take a sinister turn. Watch what happens.
I remember this one. Yeah, I remember that.
Watching that again, something seems to light up under the bed. Then the girl appears to be forcibly grabbed. Eventually, her
Yeah,
mother comes running into the room. Naturally, this clip went viral with his mother addresses some questions.
People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared.
I think I did see this one.
Eventually, she films under the bed.
What is that?
Oh my god.
A discarded doll appears to move all by itself.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I thought that was another kid under the
Adding
bed.
to the macabre mystery, the homeowner's unsettling testimony hints at a history steeped in the supernatural. Previous occupants have whispered tales of a haunting, attributing the house's eerie ambience to its proximity to an ancient cemetery.
People that have lived here have had some ghostly encounters. I learned that it was built near, not on, but near a cemetery.
Speculation swirls. Was the girl ensnared by the spectral remnants of a restless soul? Or is there a less creepy way of explaining these unsettling events?
There's not.
Whatever the truth, the harrowing ordeal serves as a grim
there's
reminder
no
of every
non-creepy
parent's
way to
deepest
explain
fear,
this.
the vulnerability of their child in the face of the unknown.
That straight up looked like a little girl laying there, right?
Oh my god.
That is a creepy doll to begin with. Get rid of it. I remember this one.
A TikTok video capturing a bizarre sequence of events in a Florida backyard has ignited fervent debates and conspiracy theories about time travel. The video, posted by Alex Charles, shows a man entering a shed on his Airbnb property and seemingly disappearing, only to have an older man emerge days later, sparking claims of a real time traveler caught on camera.
Then the next day, this guy leaves the shed, looks right at the camera like he knows, and he looks noticeably older.
The footage shows a younger man trespassing into the backyard, entering a shed, and never exiting, at least not on camera.
So as you can see, he's wandering around my backyard. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's like thinking like where to go, and he actually ends up going into my shed. So you can see he opens it, goes into the shed. So I'm fast forwarding the time so you can see there's no movement. He never leaves the shed.
Charles, who resides 5 hours away from the property, informs the police.
So I end up calling the police. You can see in the last one, the police coming through the front yard, and then here's the police coming into the backyard. And you can see they literally go inside.
But they reportedly find no evidence of the man inside of the shed.
They come out and he's not there. And I've been watching this backdoor camera the whole entire time, and he never left.
The plot thickens days later when Charles posts a second video showing an older man emerging from the same shed.
And he looks right at the camera too. That guy left my shed.
He suggests that this could be the same person, only significantly aged, hinting at potential time travel.
He noticeably aged. Looks like the same guy, but aged. So him again, and now him. Same facial features, whiter hair. He literally left the same shed. You saw the camera I put before. There was no movement that whole night. Then the next day, this guy leaves the shed, looks right at the camera like he knows, and he looks noticeably older.
TikToker Matty Ice Rants, who initially mocked the story, soon finds himself deeply engrossed.
When I first saw this video, I thought it was just fake. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was some sort of skit. So much so that I stitched it with like a silly little I'm a time traveler thing. But I'm convinced that it's the same guy because they have the same walk, the same mannerisms, the same facial structure. I don't know, I think it's pretty close.
A reverse image search of the older man that exited the shed leads to the discovery of one Stephen A. Miller, a deceased Harvard graduate who resembles the individual in the video and was known for his interest in time travel theories.
I'm gonna need to know everything about Stephen A. Miller.
A quick Google of Stephen A. Miller reveals dozens of Quora posts asking about time travel and its feasibility.
Who's got a Quora profile asking questions about time travel?
According to an online obituary, Miller died in July of 2018. But if you follow the rabbit hole deeper, you can find a post over on Facebook by a man named Dominique Ragu. Dominique wishes farewell to his dear departed friend, Stephen A. Miller. Strangely though, the post is dated July 20th, 2017, exactly a year before Stephen reportedly died.
But this one is dated 2017, saying that he died in 2018.
Further digging reveals that Miller had lived not far from the shed in Florida and had delved into metaphysical theories, including consciousness transference, which he discusses on his old website.
But the shed is located in Florida somewhere. I'm not gonna dox the guy. But Steve also has a previous address of Sarasota, Florida.
This background, combined with his academic credentials, fuels credibility to the time travel speculations swirling
I didn't see all
online.
this. Like, I saw the original video, but I didn't see like the other guy, the skeptic, showing why he believed it now and all the evidence there.
Adding to the intrigue, some commenters noted a resemblance between the older man that exits the shed and author Stephen King, tying the events to King's 2022 novel Fairy Tale, which involves a portal in a shed leading to another dimension.
My problem, and I'm sure many writers have it, not just newbies like me, is deciding where to start. My first thought was with the shed.
This parallel has led some to speculate whether the entire incident is an elaborate promotional stunt for King's book. As the story gains traction, even making it onto TMZ, the discussions continue to be a hot topic.
And I don't quite understand it. No, I don't believe there's a time travel portal in his shed, but I can't figure out what happened here.
However, the narrative abruptly shifts yet again when Matty Ice, previously a proponent of the time travel theory, suddenly dismisses the entire affair as likely just a mundane drug deal.
I'm no longer convinced that this is a case of time traveler caught on tape, as I am that this is a case of Florida man caught doing what we call a dead drop.
This sudden change in tone prompts further conspiracy theories amongst his followers, with some suggesting that Matty's been coerced into discrediting his own findings, possibly under government pressure. One commenter even said, "Blink twice if you need help."
And it is interesting that on his Quora profile, one of his followers is a CIA operative.
Amidst these wild theories and speculations, the truth remains elusive. Was this a simple case of mistaken identity, a drug deal, a clever viral hoax, or could it indeed be a genuine instance of time travel?
Leaves my shed. And he looks right at the camera too. That guy left my shed.
As the debate rages on, the line between reality and fiction continues to blur, leaving more questions than answers in this curious viral mystery.
So when the police came in here, they went right here, they looked around, they didn't see anything. There's nowhere else that he could have gone. He came from this way, right here. So he walked around the side here, went to the shed there, and then the guy left coming out of here that way.
Man, oh no, man.
A peculiar video surfaced on Instagram recently, courtesy of the account The Confessionals Podcast. The footage, captured in India, shows a truly bizarre scene.
What in the world?
Something odd can be seen in the sky. The video has sparked a fervent discussion, with viewers speculating on the nature of the strange phenomenon. Many are drawn to its uniqueness, a departure from the typical fare of purported UFO sightings circulating online. As the debate rages on, one question looms large. Does this footage offer genuine evidence of extraterrestrial activity, or are we just seeing some classic CGI trickery? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below.
Well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you can't get enough of what we do here at
I have weird feelings as it pertains to UFOs. Like, I've had my UFO experiences, and I guess when I watch these videos, I'm very skeptical when it comes to UFOs, but if I didn't experience what I experienced, I don't know if I would believe that either. Like, if somebody told me that, I wouldn't believe it either, but I was there. I know what I saw. So part of me wants to be skeptical, but then another part's like, I could easily believe these stories. Man. But almost, 2 hours and 40 minutes in. This was a long night. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Shout out to the brother BG Kicks, man. I appreciate you for stepping in, bro. Man, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow for sure. I gotta hit up my guy, see how you doing. But that's all we got for tonight, man. We'll pick back up next Friday. Definitely some Mr. Ballin stories. So we'll have another good night, another 2-3 hour night next Friday. If you haven't already, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you stay up to date when we drop new content. Till next time.